Hey guys, XMaster here, and today I wanted to do a little video on the maps of Battlefield 1. Now, a lot of new maps were given to us a couple of days ago, and they were we have pictures and stuff. So on the website, the Battlefield 1 website, if we go to where it displays the maps, we have about 9 maps. So we have Ballroom Blitz, Argonne Forest, Foul Fortress, Suez, the St. Quentin Scar, Sinai Desert, Amiens, Monte Grappa, and Empire's Edge. Now, this is what we have that is for the standard game, for like the base maps of the game. And then we have this free in December expansion or DLC. It is an update that we will be getting for free. Everybody gets it for free in December, and it's called Giant's Shadow. Now I'm going to start off with this. Prepare to take part in the Battle of Seal in the cold autumn of 1918. Here, the fighting moves out of the trenches and into open country where a massive crashed airship casts its shadow onto the battlefield. I like that so much. I like maps like St. Quentin Scar, where it's in like the city areas and all of that, you know, the open country areas, etc. The British forces have broken through the Hindenburg line and are now in pursuit towards an important railway center. Fierce infantry and tank engagements ensure on the open ground and riverbanks alongside the Cateau-Wassigny railway, where an armored train can still turn the tide. So that's going to be the behemoth there. Giant Shadow will be coming to Battlefield 1 as part of a free update in December. So everyone gets this. It is free. I believe it's one map. I'm not completely sure, but it seems like it's going to be one map. So now let's start off. We already know what Sinai Desert is. It was in the beta, and it's basically a desert. Then that was the map in the beta. If you didn't play the beta, then it's a desert. And then the other map that we have gameplay for is the St. Quentin Scar. Here you go.
Objective Charlie.
Look, there, the scout.
Okay, that was the gameplay for the St. Quentin Scar. Now let's move on to some of the new maps that were given to us. So now we have Empire's Edge. This wasn't a new one, but this is a map along the Adriatic coast. A fierce struggle for land and life is taking place. A rugged but fortified shore becomes a battlefield for an empire under siege. What was once a beautiful Mediterranean village by the coast is now transformed by mechanized war, where waves and dreadnought battleships pound the remains of Italy's Great War. So that's the description for the Empire's Edge. Moving on to Monte Grappa. Take part in one of the final battles among the peaks of kings in the Venetian Alps. High up above the clouds, a desperate fight for control of mountain forts are challenging even the toughest soldiers. Utilize the massive fort cannons to stop the advancing enemy as they scale the mountainside. Up here, in this furious struggle, the Austro-Hungarian Empire holds the upper hand, but the Italian army won't stop until they've taken back what's theirs. Moving on, we have Amiens, a destructive clash in a majestic city. I like the sound of that. Again, I like city maps and stuff. Fight on the streets and squares in French city of Amiens during the German Spring Offensive. A struggle in crumbling alleys, a courthouse, around bridges and railways where the British and the Germans desperately seek to control the depths of the city. Moving on, we have Suez, which is one of the new maps that we got to see. A struggle for the most vital supply line of World War I. Even though it was considered impossible, the Ottomans crossed the desert of Sinai and threatened the canal. Join the fight by the banks of the Grand Canal and make tactical use of the dunes. Fight through shallow defenses with field guns or mortars through the outskirts of Kantara into the deep desert beyond. And then we have Feo Fortress. Joined one of the earliest ambitious landings of the Great War as the British Empire struggles to secure the oil on the Alpha Peninsula. The majestic Ottoman fortress of Feo guards the entrance and is not falling uncontested. Here you will fight through marshlands and dunes, over bridges and shallow coves. The assault finally enters the ancient fortress itself. The quest for oil begins here. The dreadnought needs to feed. I like that because it has a lot of different geographical locations in the map. Like you can go to the fortress, you can go into the outside, you know, it seems like you can go into the beach area, and they're huge maps, so you can go everywhere and it's amazing. Moving on, we have Argonne Forest. The shadowy depths of the Argonne Forest is the scene for some of the most brutal close quarter combat in Battlefield 1. The world inside this forest features devious defensive setups combined with a labyrinth of bunkers and machine gun nests. Camouflage field guns firing at point blank range, stormtroopers clearing out the bunkers with gas, and the best use of sharpened spades will determine who owns the depths of this forest. Heroes are forged, surviving the intensity of this infantry focused map. So it's a forest, it's a huge forest, and that's really cool. Now this is probably going to end up being my favorite map, but Ballroom Blitz is so awesome, and I hope it's like a giant building or something like that, but it seems like that in the picture, but obviously it's not just going to be in this one room because the maps are huge. So they're going to have something really cool. This map is just awesome. This picture just really makes it amazing. Let's read the description. Join the final offensives along the Meuse River in 1918. Here, fierce fighting in trench lines is quickly replaced by the untouched beauty beyond hell. A massive French chateau, previously home to officers beyond the rear lines, is now a scene for battle with both tanks and flamethrowers. That is nice. So that we get an entire massive French chateau. That is amazing. Okay, that I like that a lot. This is probably going to be my favorite map so far. The chandeliers are shaking from the barrage as the American forces push for the final railway hub at the edge of this map. Wow, okay, this map is going to be really, really cool. And you can probably take down those chandeliers, you know. Probably, like, no doubt about that. Well, I don't know, but yeah, the chandelier is probably going to be able to come down. And that is pretty much it. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing any more maps or if these are all of the maps in Battlefield 1. You know, there's been pictures all around Instagram, and I'm not sure, because sometimes one map you see a screenshot and you see another screenshot and it looks like a different map, but it's in the same map. So I'm not completely sure, but I think these are the maps that we will be getting in Battlefield 1. I don't know if there's gonna be more. There may be, there may not be. I don't know if there will be, but that's what we have. So those are all of the maps that we have for now, and we could easily say that these are all the maps that we are getting in Battlefield 1, but that is not 100% confirmed in any way that I know of. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Comment down what map you like the best from their picture, or if it's one of the maps we've seen gameplay from. I mean, I guess it's going to be pretty hard to determine which one is your favorite map if you only see the screenshots, but I mean, Ballroom Blitz with that description and that screenshot and the French Chateau, that is going to be amazing. That's my favorite map, I think. But other than that, yeah, we haven't seen the Giant Shadow, but that doesn't come until December, so that's not included. Unless you want to say that's your favorite map, even though you haven't seen it, that's fine too. But from the description, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for daily Battlefield content, and I will see you next time.